So here's my second take, because the first take, I ended up recording the Firefox screen instead of the game screen. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But anywho, some people have been asking me a couple questions related to Chronicle Quest. When to farm them, and if they should farm them with only 3 bonus characters. You know, there's a couple Chronicle Quest related questions, and I'm going to try and answer that, at least from my perspective and opinion on it. So first off, the time of farming fragment drops or Chronicle Quest, when there is not a drop rate ×2, is over. I mean, you don't recommend it, because how much the drops have been buffed, or I should say fixed to what they should have been originally, it's significant. When I would normally do a ×10 run with all 3 bonus characters, it would be like 400, 450 on average. Obviously, sometimes you might get lower than that. Sometimes you might get even above that amount. But that was around where I would hit most of the time. So, I would have to do, 200 runs, 200 soul tickets, to be more specific, worth of runs, to get 9,000 of every kind of fragment. So 200 here, 200 here, 200 here. So that's a total of 600. Well, now with the ×10 or the ×2 fragment drop, it's half that. I'd only need to use about 100 soul tickets to get about 8,000 to 9,000 for each single one, which is really, really significant. If you were to spend 1,000 soul tickets on each one, you would be getting around 80 to 90,000, somewhere in between there. You could end up with less, you could end up with more than that, but that's probably around where you should expect to end up. And that is really, really beneficial, considering you're probably, unless you're literally picking everything out of there. I believe I ended up picking, like, what did I leave in here for part 1? So I just left these tickets, didn't really go for them. I didn't pick that, I didn't pick the brushes, didn't pick the Hogyoku Wills, or the Hogyokus, or the Power Hearts, or the XP Crystals. But I did pick up the Essence Scrolls, the Orbs, and all the Scrolls, medium, small, and all the Silver Stern Ritter, or the Silver Scrolls, the Brave Soul Accessory Tickets, the Skill Keys, and the Revival Candies. And that spent, maybe like 15,000 or so? I don't know the exact amount, but it's around there. So let's just say that you're spending about 15K of those, fragments of course, it's actually more than that, because I'm talking about across all 3, not just 15K total. So I should probably rephrase that. Around 15,000 on each one. So it'll be like 45,000 total. And if you farmed like 90 or so thousand, you've got many, many months of resources left before you have to do it again. So it's going to be a while before you're going to run out of fragments. So if you wanted to just go ham on this new ×2 drop rate, you're going to be looking at, a crap ton of months. Well, I mean, not a crap ton. It really depends. Like for me, 2-3 months without having to do something like this Chronicle Quest would be worth it. Because, quite honestly, if I didn't, I just don't like Chronicle Quest. I think having to use these old, outdated characters and have to actually invest in these really bad characters, to, do it quicker and more reliably, it's just not worth it in my opinion. I mean, look at this Chad. Where is it? Like this Chad. That's really old. What about this one right here? Is it the same Chad? Yeah, same Chad right here. He's really old. You want to see how old this Chad is? Let's go see how old this Chad is. So look at the album. I think he's one of the earlier characters in the first few years of the game. So, he sucks. So we're going to look. I'm going to make sure it's on 6 stars only. So I can just scroll to the bottom and then start from there, because that'll be quicker to get there. So if we scroll down here, As you can see, there's a lot of characters. Okay, here we go. Let's look for that Chad. He's a power character, so it'll be a little bit easier to spot. And obviously, there we go. Look, this is how old that Chad is. Look where it appears on the, like, if you look in the right side, right above the completion rate, like this, around this area right here, that is where I am at. Watch. That is how old this character is. And you're telling me he's one of the bonus characters that to use on this? Nah, that's not fun. I mean, if you actually gave him good resurrections, but let's look at his resurrection. That's what he has. He doesn't have... Oh, no, he does have Frenzy. I'll give him credit there. He does have Frenzy. He has Bombardment +1, but he doesn't have Guard Break. He doesn't have Marauder or Sharpshooter. His attack range is probably very shit. His kit is probably, like, really, really bad. I'm not even joking. It's probably, like, horrible. Because if you look at a lot of the characters nowadays, and if you think the 7th anniversary Ichigo first strong attack is bad, you haven't seen anything. Go play some of the older characters. Their kit is far worse than his by a lot. So some of them, even though they might get a good skill or two, they just suck overall. And this character right there is one of them. It's just so old. He just sucks. I mean, think about it. Do you even have any of the anniversary characters? I think the swimsuit is when we first had... Yeah. What, maybe? I'm going to say this is around first... A little bit after first anniversary, I think. I could be wrong. Nope, I take that back. You got Halloween characters, so this is November. Maybe this is either the first or second year of the game. That's how old this character is. We've just celebrated 7th anniversary, by the way. So this character is at least 5 years old. That's how old he is. And that is why I don't like Chronicle quests. I just had to kind of prove my point there. Now, let's say you don't have any Chronicle quest bonus characters at all. You don't have any of the bonuses. So, if you're going to do it, doing it only on the fragment drop rate ×2. I would not do it when there's no fragment drop rate ×2 because the rates and the amount you get would just be very abysmal. So do keep that in mind. And I would only farm what you're looking for. If you only want the orbs, only farm the orbs till you get the orbs. If you only want the skill keys, only do it for the skill keys. Don't farm in advance. Don't go crazy until, like, I gotta get everything out of the shop. No, you're better off, like, to be more efficient, you're better off just grinding the point event, keep on getting BBS tickets saved up and building up your character roster over time, and then coming back later. And only farm what you need. Now, if you have 2 or 3 bonus characters, so basically the max amount of bonus characters or one short, then I would say farm as many Chronicle fragments as you want because you're saving many, like, basically you can go many months without having to actually worry about it. If you were to farm, let's just say a little over 1,000 soul tickets, you're gonna get over 100k fragments of a particular thing. So if you put 1,200 soul tickets, let's just say in here, might be a little bit more than that. Let's just say 1,300 to be on the safer side. You should end up with around 100,000 or a little over 100,000 fragments. So you do that in each one, spending around 4,000 soul tickets, and you're gonna not have to worry about farming this for probably half a year. So do keep that in mind. That is the benefits of actually farming with the maximum amount. That's assuming you have times like 3 bonus characters. If you have 2, then it'll be more than the 1,300. I don't know what it would come out to then. If you have only 1 bonus character for the one particular, like 1 for each one, then I would farm a little bit, but I would not go past. I would honestly do if I had 0. You know, farm what I need and then get the heck out, because it's just not worth farming extensively months in advance. You know, because you're just gonna be wasting your time, soul tickets, when you could be farming other like game modes to better yourself. Like, for example, I have been farming this point event right here. I got 159 million points. There's about a day and a little over left. I have all 4 bonus characters on here, so that is why I've been doing it. As you can see, one of these is a 5-star character version. I think it's him, or maybe him. I think it might be this guy. I have a 5-star version and the 6-star version for each one of these characters. So I have 4 bonus characters. I don't have this one. That's a premium. I don't have this one as premium. I don't have that one as premium. In fact, these 3 are premium as well, but they're more recent, so it's understandable why I don't have them. So that's 6 premium characters I am missing, and I'm a pretty, like, I've created my account, this account in particular, shortly after first anniversary. So this character is approximately 6 years old at this point, maybe a little bit over. So the fact that I'm still missing premium characters is kind of, you know, significant. That means I can still take use from this, at least from the BBS ticket aspect. If you're younger account than me, or you haven't played efficiently, or you just take long breaks like I do occasionally before I started doing videos, then you are probably missing a lot of premium characters as well. And this is how much I'm currently at for Brave Soul summon tickets. These have 3% rates. This is almost at 10k premium summon tickets. That has, on average, you know, obviously sometimes you'll get none. In fact, the last time I did a 10k premium summon ticket video, I didn't actually upload it because I didn't get anything, literally no 5 stars. But then you go back to around the 7th anniversary, and I got back-to-back times where I got 6 5 stars per 10k premium summon tickets I spent. So it means in 20 premium summon tickets, I got 12 5 stars. From this, to put it in another way, if I were to summon with 1k Brave Soul summon tickets right here, on average, I should walk away with about 30 5 stars from the premium pool. So that's pretty good for the premium summon ticket, in my opinion, because you get a crap ton of these. So I would go this route if you don't have any Brave Soul, or not Brave Soul, Chronicle Quest bonus characters. It might seem tedious, then just take a break. Don't go hardcore. Just casualize it. Just say, okay, you know what? I'll just use my rechargeable soul tickets on the what do they call it? The point event, and then maybe I'll farm something else. There's plenty of other types of game modes you can farm. You got epic raids. You got co-op. Senkaimon is out yet, or at the moment, so you can potentially do some of that and get some rewards from there. If you're lacking orbs and you haven't done some of them, you know, you want to save for the next big banner. You got story and sub-stories. You got different kinds of events that are limited, like, you know, those weekly scrolls and inheritance trial where you can only do it a limited amount of times. You can do it that as well. There's plenty of stuff you can do. And if you're still not feeling it, take a break from the game and come back later. Make sure to, if you haven't already, back up your account and come back at another point. You know, just take a few days off. And if you come back and you're still not feeling it, then maybe you just need to take a break from the game for a bit. I think that pretty much covers everything that I want to talk about related to the Chronicle Quest and what you should do if you don't have bonus Chronicle Quest characters. I also should point out, you get more than that, by the way. More than the Brave Soul summon tickets. I mean, look, I'm already at 610 of this. So theoretically, if I were to pull this, I should pull at least a few 5-star accessories, hopefully. But then I watched Envy's video recently, and I think he did 1,000 Brave Soul accessory tickets times 100 and didn't pull a single freaking 5-star accessory. So, yeah. Not guaranteed, even if you farm a lot, but it sure increases your chance. He just was very unlucky, in my opinion. So, and good accessories is something almost all accounts struggle with, except for the veterans and the people who spend tons and tons of money on this game. Anywho, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you guys next time. Peace.